Glen community. I'm your host, Ethan Schneemann.
And I'm your co-host, Aditya Yuvraj.
And before we get started, a quick thanks to Microsoft Word, Copy and Paste,
Control-Z, Photomath, and ChatGPT. How else would we be here? Hey Ethan, what did the scientist get when he graduated?
What, Aditya?
A graduated cylinder.
Alright, well, before we get started with the graduated ceremony, here's a quick compilation of videos of the end of the year by both of Miss V's multimedia classes. They say to look back on the year that just passed, and that's exactly what we do. As the 8th grade ends, we look back at some of the loveliest memories that we have of each other, and here are some memories. You may remember that in math, we used to have a bunch of worksheets called Review and Refreshes, and that's exactly what we're going to do about the 8th grade. So, here's some 8th grade memories.
Hi, who are you with?
I am Mrs. Larson. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, I'm good.
What was your favorite 8th grade memory in this cafeteria?
8th grade memory. Let's see. I guess just watching you all kind of develop over the year. Now you're ready for high school. So, good memories, and some where maybe it gets a little crazy, but for the most part, it's a really great class.
How many 8th graders broke their lanyard this year?
In all honesty, too many to count. And I also have ones 8th graders here that have not come back to get their lanyards. I go through them all day long. They're found all over. They're found in Starbucks. I've gotten calls from Starbucks, from Rock Kitchen, and from Francesca's saying that there are ID cards, lanyards there at the stores. So, but you guys have mastered it now. I have less 8th graders. Lanyards being turned in. You've got with the program, and next year it should be really easy for you. When the rest of the high school goes with the lanyards, you'll have already been baptized, and you won't lose them, and everything will be fine.
Hi, who am I here with?
Miss Ahmed from the home ec room.
What was your favorite thing that you cooked to the 8th graders this year?
I would probably have to say either the ramen that we did or the cupcake wars with our cupcake challenge.
Hi, who am I here with?
Ms. V.
And what is one of your favorite middle school projects you've done?
I love working on GR Middle School News with you guys.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please remain standing for our promoters, and for the audience, please stand for the singing, the recitation of our Pledge of Allegiance and the singing of our national anthem by the middle school choir. Please welcome to the stage John Colonna and Ariana Rangan.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If the middle school choir would please be in, they're singing with the national anthem. 8th graders, if you're in the choir, please proceed. Thank you, Ms. Mascara. Thank you to our middle school choir. I'd like to take this moment to welcome, oh, you can all sit, I'm sorry. I'd like to take this moment to welcome all of our family, friends, guests, our distinguished guests on stage with us. You know, this has been a long time coming for a lot of our 8th graders, and, you know, we all know that middle school started very differently for them than it did for most students. So tonight is quite a special treat for them, where they get to celebrate together when they really didn't meet each other until about 7th grade. So I'm very honored to be able to provide this for you. To the 8th graders, you have my sincere respect, and you have my congratulations for everything that you've endured and for the way that you have conducted yourselves through what anyone in this world would say has probably been the most difficult times that you may face in your life. At least I hope so. We don't like to spend a lot of time talking as middle-aged people, so we like to do here at Glen Rock Middle School is let the students do the talking about their experiences in middle school and give you some reflection on who they are and what life was like for them and their futures, and they hope to do. So please welcome our first speaker, Anjali Gandhi.
Hello, graduating middle schoolers. We did it! Woo! I am so proud of every single one of you and myself for this great accomplishment. We have had an amazing time at Glen Rock Middle School, and after a great summer vacation, we will be in high school. I feel that we should pause and look at where we are at this moment, who we are at this moment, and how much we have grown to reach this moment. How every single one of us started out as young children, opening their eyes for the first time to become strong and intelligent 8th graders. We can remember the journey that has been taken for all of us to get to this point. Our middle school journey started in the year 2020, in the middle of a pandemic. COVID. You ruined our 5th grade. No pool party, missed classes and friends, and no elementary school graduation. I'm sorry, but the virtual one was not the same as the real thing. It was a hard time for all of us, whether you are a parent, a student, a teacher, or anyone else. But I'm very proud of how we all overcame our hardships. When I started middle school, I kept on my rose-colored glasses and I looked for the positive, even though I wore a mask. Opportunity. That was the word I used when asked to describe middle school, and I stuck true to it. I joined several clubs and eventually got onto the club boards. I met loads of wonderful people, made a bunch of friends, and now have a steady group who mean the world to me. I did not play any sports, but for those of you who did, I'm sure you have amazing memories of the games and camaraderie. I'm a nerd, and was proud to excel in my many classes, and I achieved high honor roll multiple times. I learned a brand new language that I had no knowledge of before. 谢谢你，卢老师，我很爱你的课. I wrote a bunch of songs. Thanks, Mr. Fick. Many of you performed in orchestra, band, choir, plays, and dramas that surely delighted your friends and family and gave you incredible experiences. Glen Rock Middle School is a place where we grew, found new opportunities, and learned things we never thought about before. We could have never achieved what we did without the help of all of Glen Rock Middle School's brilliant staff. You all have helped me learn so much in 3 years, and I will be forever grateful. There are too many of you to name, but I just want to say thank you. Thank you for everything you have ever done for me and for the graduating 8th graders. Thank you for giving us the privilege to learn from you and develop our skills. Thank you for supporting us through thick and thin. Thank you. Hey, high school, get ready, because here comes the class of 2027.
Thank you, Anjali. Each year, the faculty and staff vote for Education Specialists and Teachers of the Year. We're wonderful enough to have both here with us tonight from the middle school. Ms. Casey Higgins, who was recognized as our Education Specialist of the Year at the middle school, and tonight our special speaker, Ms. Amanda Carullo, Special Education Teacher, is our Teacher of the Year from middle school.
Good evening, Dr. Charleston, Board of Education members, administrators, faculty, and staff, honored guests, family, friends, and our 8th grade class of 2023. My name is Amanda Carullo, and I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak with you this evening. Transitioning to middle school during a pandemic was no easy task, but you 8th graders not only succeeded, but did so with a sense of resilience, flexibility, and empathy. These 3 traits will carry you far as you grow older and transition into high school and beyond, as they are truly pillars of a successful individual. I'll never forget your first day of 6th grade. The energy that you brought with you to Glen Rock Middle School was truly infectious, and you filled the classrooms with laughter, excitement, and a love for learning. You innately understood that sometimes changes would need to be made which would impact if you were learning in the classroom or at home, and you never complained, but simply understood the importance of going with the flow. Lastly, you never hesitated to help out a fellow classmate who was dealing with a technology issue on Zoom, and let's be honest, more than a few of us teachers too. As you prepare to transition once again, this time to the next chapter in your educational career, I'd like to share a few life tips with you this evening that you can keep in your back pocket as you prepare for high school and beyond. The first tip is one that you can start tonight. Take pictures. Take pictures with family, with friends, with your pets, when you're on vacation, when you're walking in the arboretum, when you cook a delicious meal. As you get older, being able to look back on these photos will bring you so much joy, laughter, reminders of wonderful memories. Number 2, get comfortable using 2 simple phrases, thank you and I'm sorry. These 2 phrases are short but can be incredibly powerful and can have a profound impact on a relationship. 3, ask questions. In math class, during soccer practice, or when your grandma is making her famous chicken parm recipe. There is so much out there to learn, and asking questions is your ticket to all of it. Number 4, remember what you see on social media is someone's highlight reel. Don't ever let yourself fall into the trap of comparing what you see in these posts to your own life. Number 5, compliment others often. A simple but genuine compliment costs nothing, takes just a few seconds, and has the power to make someone's day. Number 6, never hit send on a text, email, or social media post when you're in the midst of strong emotions. You'll be amazed how differently you might be feeling about what you wrote 24 hours later. Number 7, set goals for yourself that are so big that they force you to get comfortable with being uncomfortable and require you to push yourself out of your comfort zone. Number 8, anything that you put your name on, a test, a project, a Google form, etc. Be sure that you're proud of what you're attaching your name to and that it represents the best version of yourself and what you're capable of achieving. Number 9, if you have an elderly family member, friend, or neighbor, take the time to learn their story. Even better, go one step further and write it down. They are a national treasure, and once they are gone, their stories will be too if no one else has heard them. And number 10, as you grow older, you're going to make mistakes, some small, some large, and some so embarrassing that you wish the ground underneath you would magically open up and swallow you whole. Remember, each and every mistake is an opportunity for growth, change and development, and are necessary pit stops as you travel along the journey of life. In September, whether your feet land down the hall at Glen High School, across the country, or halfway around the world, please know that you will be forever woven into the family at Glen Middle School, and what a truly wonderful family it is to be a part of. Congratulations and best luck, 8th graders. We are so proud of you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mike Escalante, and I am the middle school assistant principal. I would like to call up our next student speaker, Aditya Yuvaraj.
Good evening to all parents, faculty, and graduates. I am so honored to not only be here to represent my graduating classmates at Glen Rock Middle School, I'm equally honored to actually belong to the class of 2027. You know why? Let's take a step back and reminisce. Just before my middle school started, sometime during the 5th grade, my family decided to take me on a trip to Disneyland. As much as I want to talk about the fun I had there, Disneyland is already making enough money that they don't need me to advertise for them. Anyways, little did I know what was gonna hit me before middle school started for us. COVID. Middle schoolers that came before us usually worried about finding their classroom, lockers, and getting the right school supplies. We, on the other hand, had to deal with clicking on the right Zoom link, internet problems, and buying the right headphones and monitors. However, we still managed to persevere through the tough times. We tried so hard to continue to find our Disneylands in Glen Rock during the pandemic. Truth to be told, it did get better in 7th grade, but not by all that much. We had to deal with masks, vaccines, quarantine periods, and social distancing. Despite that, 7th grade did help us to get back to school, and we immediately saw our social connections grow. Finally, some semblance of normalcy started showing up in our 8th grade year. More than we were sick from COVID, we were sick of COVID. As we were struggling through all of these situations, we were so happy that the entire middle school faculty came together so nicely and worked with us. They showed us the way and kept reminding us that we are not alone in these times. So a heartfelt shout out to the faculty of the Glen Rock Middle School. Also to my friends and classmates, don't forget about yourselves. We did our part as well. We found ways to connect and work with each other by using our phones to finish assignments when we weren't playing games, and to figure out how to use keyboard shortcuts efficiently, especially Control V. So thanks to us, the mighty middle schoolers from the class of 2027. Last but not least, thanks to all the parents and family. They're there to help us and guide us, no matter what. Having been through all this, I can say with confidence that we will continue finding our Disneylands, no matter what the world throws at us. I want to end with this famous quote by Rick Astley. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna, well, you know what I mean. Anyways, let's keep at it and never give up to make our own Disneylands wherever we go in life. Thank you so much, and congrats once again to the class of 2027.
Thank you very much. Each year, the Glen Rock Middle School faculty vote on Citizenship and Leadership Awards for promoting 8th grade students. We're about to give those awards, but this year there's something different. Each student here that will be receiving not only their medal and recognition, will also receive a monetary award courtesy of the Glen Rock High School class of 1983 Citizenship Award winner Robert O'Shea and class of 1984 graduate Michelle Bandazian. O'Shea and the O'Shea Family Foundation are demonstrating admiration for further inspire youth leadership and activism. We are so thankful for the O'Sheas. This really is a game changer and different for our students. So I'm proud to present to you someone who I work with very closely, who a lot of you may know. Please welcome Commander Robert Steinberg of Glen Rock VFW Post to present the awards.
Thank you, Dr. Parent. Faculty, staff, students, parents, graduates, thank you for allowing me the honor of presenting these awards to 4 outstanding students today. I need to go off script for a moment and congratulate the members of the band on playing that tune over and over and over and over again. I am very sure those notes are going to stay in your heads and ricochet around for a very long time. When I did that as an 8th grader, I was a second chair clarinetist. I broke my reed, squeaked, and had to fake it for the rest of the evening. First award, this student consistently contributes to the classroom and works cooperatively with her peers to produce quality work. She has strong character and works diligently while adhering to school and classroom procedures. Her positive contributions as a classmate and member of the Glen Rock Middle School community have been examples of her strong character and determination to do what is right. When asked to perform her self-penned song at back-to-school night, this student did not hesitate to help her teacher. The song was a tribute to her grandparents and points to the importance of how good families comprise the fabric of good citizens within a community. The parents loved the song and were duly impressed with the poise, confidence, and talent of this young woman, who was willing to stand up in front of strangers, perform an original song, and take the time to assist her teacher to showcase the class. This not only revealed leadership skills, but also an awareness of what it takes to be a good citizen of Glen Rock. It is with great pleasure that I present the 2023 Citizenship Award to Anjali Gandhi. And she also makes a very good speech. Congratulations, Anjali. The young man who is this year's recipient of the Glen Rock Middle School Citizenship Award brings his very best to each situation. His teachers and peers universally respect him and acknowledge his growth through his middle school years. The winner of this year's Citizenship Award maintains a strong sense of personal responsibility to his education and to his community. His dependable and can-do spirit, his dependable and kind nature shines through each day. in his bright smile and can-do spirit. Among hesitant participants, this student is always willing to raise his hand and be a strong voice for himself and for his peers. This student also brings his positive light to places outside of the classroom. He shines in the spotlight where he sung and acted in the choir and in the middle school musical. He is a castmate that his peers look to for support and inspiration, and he is quick to celebrate the wins of everyone he meets. Over the past 3 years, this student has demonstrated that he is committed to making a positive impact on the lives of others. The winner of the 2022-2023 Citizenship Award is Daniel Hayward. The New York Times bestselling author John Maxwell once wrote, "A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way." The Glen Rock Middle School 2022-23 Leadership Award recipient is a student who was the first to hold the door open for a teacher or classmate, effectively and positively delegate roles when working collaboratively with her peers, and ask for feedback for meaningful academic and personal growth, all with the humility and grace of someone far beyond her years. As a selected member of a leadership group here at Glen Rock Middle School, this student sets high standards for herself, exceeds them, and in doing so models for her peers how our choices affect not only ourselves, but also those around us. With a genuine smile from the start of the day to the end, this student can be counted on to see an assignment or project through from start to finish, no matter how challenging things may get. Outside of the classroom and school community, this student leads the way on the volleyball court with her tenacious attitude and commitment to the team, two qualities anyone would want in an effective leader. To the recipient of this distinguished award, you have shown our school that you know the way. So keep going the way and showing the way in all that you do. Please join me in congratulating this year's Leadership Award winner, Sarah Quiros. The young man who is this year's Leadership Award winner embodies many qualities that define strong leadership: communicating effectively and politely, taking on responsibility, modeling respect, demonstrating knowledge, and showing consistent commitment to his academics and his extracurricular activities are some of the many ways that our recipient has earned a reputation as a leader and a role model. His ever-present positive attitude, coupled with his mature and mannerly presence in the classroom, have served as a role model for our students. Our award winner demonstrates a strong commitment to academics and always maintains a cooperative and focused work ethic on independent and collaborative assignments. This student's desire to learn and pleasant demeanor have influenced not only his peers, but have impressed his students as well. As a competitive swimmer, he has proven that he has a strong mentality and can take the lead in an activity. It is with great pleasure that I present the 2023 Glen Rock Middle School Leadership Award to Miguel Acero. Congratulations, Miguel. Thank you all.
Congratulations to all of you. Please welcome now Emily Tong, another student speaker, to reflect.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests,
faculty members, parents, and my fellow graduating students. Good evening. I stand before you today to consider, how does one properly remember middle school? This question has lingered in the back of my mind recently, as the class of 2027 has trudged their way through the final throes of our childhoods. It is a difficult question to answer, because in the process of doing so, one must confront what, exactly, middle school means to them. Here's what Glen Rock Middle School is intended to be: a place of learning, an educational institution for children in grades 6 to 8. Here's what middle school was: a love. Students, you were 11 years old and newly graduated from elementary school when you were told that for the next 3 years, you would be spending a third of your day, 5 days a week, carrying a trusty backpack to and fro your classrooms you would eventually know like the back of your hand, in a sepia brick building you would come to cherish like a second love. Everyone told you that middle school would be hard, whether it be the math or the science or the homework, but nobody ever told you that that middle school would tuck itself neatly into the quiet recesses of your heart, warm and snug like it should have been there all along. By mentioning the start of middle school, it is impossible not to mention COVID-19, which swept us off our feet and left us dizzy on the ground to figure things out by ourselves. Our middle school years, a road for hundreds of children in the process of discovering themselves, did not start smoothly. But consider, in the face of clumsily stumbling around hallways and meeting new friends, does that time spent behind a laptop screen not seem incomparably small? Here's what Glen Rock Middle School is: forever. Middle school is a living, breathing thing, lovely and immortal, that will follow you into high school and adulthood long after that. It will sit among the spare change in your pocket and hide in the coffee stain of the first mug you purchased for your apartment flat. It will accompany your every step as you march your way through life, because middle school will stay with you in all the ways that matter. Now, the class of 2027 is in the last few paragraphs of a 3-year-long chapter. In my time here, I have learned much from teachers and peers alike. I know how to calculate the vertex of a parabola the same way I know that I can depend on my friends. I can only hope my teachers, who I've learned to respect more and more with each passing day, are content with this farewell. High school is fast approaching, and in the future, we will all scatter like dandelion seeds in the wind. But our time in Glen Rock Middle School will stay with us. Middle school was beautiful because it did not last, and an ending was inevitable, but it gave these 3 years meaning. After all, what is an ending but the beginning to something greater? So, back to the original question. How does one properly remember middle school? The answer: quietly, loudly, in any way you can, in any way you wish, because even if you someday forget, your heart will remember.
I would like to call up to the stage our last student speaker, Allison Mattis.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Waking up that early morning in September of 2020, I was scared, not knowing what was in store for the next 3 years of middle school. Now going on to high school, I feel the same way. During middle school, I had some tough times, happy times, sad times, and scary times. I think it's safe to say it was a bit like a roller coaster. Ups and downs with sharp turns, a little scary, but also a lot of fun. Something you almost wished wouldn't end. As we enter high school, we will be leaving 3 years of wonderful and sometimes crazy memories. Remember some of the big things, like school trips, Six Flags, Camp Mason, and Boston, new sports, championship games, musicals, the first school social, National Honor Society induction, new clubs, and of course, new friends. But don't forget the smaller but still meaningful things, like forgetting homework and doing it at the last second, or running away and hiding from teachers when we weren't where we were supposed to be. We will miss it all. Going on to high school is going to be a big step. Some of our parents may be crying and saying we're growing up too fast. And we are. I don't know if you all realized it, but somewhere between then and now, Mommy turned into Mom. Can we have a play date turned into can we hang out? Just brushing our teeth and going to bed, for many of us, turned into 20-minute skincare routines. And even the simple Friday after school, can I have $5 for Starbucks in town, turned into can I have $50 for the mall with my friends? We are all growing up so fast. Looking back, we've come so far from those first days of 6th grade. We've grown so much, and not just our shoe size, but in our hearts and minds. As we reflect on these last 3 years in middle school, in particular how fast they went, and as we look forward to the next 4 in high school, don't forget to stop. Look around and smell the roses. Look around and appreciate those who help you up, who support you, who help you grow and move you forward. Show appreciation for your teachers and school leaders, your friends and your family. We've certainly learned how fast time flies, so hug these next 4 years tight. Before we know it, it will be 2027, and we will be off to colleges and on our own in the big world that's out there. But for now, for today, simply look around. This is momentous, and it is one of those times we should stop and enjoy all that we have accomplished so far, as well as the potential we have for the future. So congratulations to my fellow students and to all those who helped us get here today. Thank you.
It's my honor to present the graduating class of, well, the promoting class 2023, the future class of 2027 of Glen Rock High School. We're going to begin with the promotion ceremony. Please welcome our speakers who will be announcing Ms. Stephanie Cohen, Ms. Marissa Lemieux, Ms. Casey Higgins, as again I said, was our education specialist of the year, and Mr. Escalante will hand out the promotion certificates.
Miguel Acero. J.D. Adamek. Amy Alexander. Sophia Alexander. Justin Ammerman. Owen Anderson. Brian Angelastro. Dylan Antonelli. Ada Atley. Abigail Baker. Janat Balani. Sebastian Balby. Isabella Barletta. Sienna Beatrice. William Burmack. Cole Beelin. Oscar Billingsley. Lila Bishop. Jade Boucret. Hugo Brune. Matthew Brune. Patrick Cahalan. Caden Campbell. Samantha Capitanello. Luca Casano. Tobin Caswell. Catherine Caverly. Benjamin Cha. Lauren Cha. John Chang. Nyla Chartier. Daniel Chin. Noreen Chu. Lillian Cole. Kira Collins. John Colonna. Olivia Capola. Aiden Cosgrove. Carl Cosumano. Evan Doss. Daniela Diasusi. Mia De Palma. Isabella DeTuro. Andrew Dubove. Mackenzie Doyle. Stephen Dreyer. Jacob Dworkin. John Ames Jr. Leah Evan Chen. Paul Feary. Selena Fang. John Finn. Isabella Flacavento. Thomas Faubert. Anjali Ganthi. Ariella Geckman. Eliana Gerber. Cooper Gill. Stella Goldberg. Matthew Gray. Zachary Greenberg. Marion Gilbert. Aria Gundiz. Scarlett Halagian. Daniel Hayward. Matthew Heenan. Kaylee Heffernan. Kate Heller. Annalise Hendel. Samantha Hoffel. Ronan Howerkin. Rohi Hubert. Luca Iachetti. Isabella Incantalupo. Luke Incantalupo. Andrea Estradi. Noah Jacobs. Gray Janako. Violet Janako. Colton Johnson. Robert Carson. Sana Kashyap. Wyatt Kaufman. Mia Kawai. Audrey Kennedy. Jadzia Khan. Sienna Kim. Andrew Kim. Gianna Kitts. Jaskrin Kochar. Jasneet Kochar. Gautam Krishnan. Ethan Kuehl. Audrey Lockenauer. Anna Landreau. Luca Lanza Ronquillo. Samuel Lappin. Sean Lederer. Aiden Lee. Dylan Lee. Elizabeth Lee. Hannah Lee. Hannah Lee. Leah Lee. Lucas Lee. Noah Lee. Ryan Lee. Uriel Lee. Olivia Leone. Isabella Lynn.
Barrett McCara. Elizabeth Maga. Alexander McGuire. Casper Majewski. Annika Malhotra. Harrison Malco. Arushi Mambalam. Ava Marquezo. Alana Lee Marks. Daniel Martell. Phoebe Martin. Allison Mattis. Samantha Mattis. Skylar May. Lucas Mayer. Blake McCarthy. Sophia McCory. Eva Melnicki. Allison Montgomery. Christina Moore. Wyatt Morrissey. Matthew Motika. Eamon Mulligan. Finbar Murphy. Isabella Narvaez. Jet Narvaez. Erin Narona. Jake Niles. Sam Nissenbaum. Kira Nonis. Shane Notkin. Patrick O'Keefe. Zoe Olson. Nichelle Oquendo. Hannah Papalardo. Sia Parikh. Michaela Park. Rachel Park. Adya Patel. Mateo Perez. John Prabola. Ruby Prestigiacomo. Natalie Puglisi. Sarah Quiros. Tanvi Rao. Samantha Reardon. Luca Reyna. Ariana Ranga. Liam Rickett. Gabrielle Rips. Blake Rotker. Samuel Rosenfeld. Henry Rundell. Aaron Rue. Gavin Santlofer. Viome Saxena. Riley Scarpelli. Samantha Schasberger. Charles Schlett. Emma Schlett. Ethan Schneidman. Avery Schuckman. Elizabeth Schweer. Catherine Schweer. Laher Salarka. Evan Setlow. Elad Shav. Gracie Silk. Electra Scordilis. Simon Slump. Milo Smith. Ben Solomonov. Catherine Spees. Samuel Spodak. Daniel Stutsky. Trey Taramina. India Tatum. Easton Tedesco. Emma Terry. Hugo Tojima Gresh. Emily Tong. Sonia Trevetti. Jacob Tulibitz. Michael Tolman. Isabel Anzaga. Papi Ushawokunze. Lorenzo Vicari. Madison Weimer. Megan Weimer. Mason Weiss. Jake Whalen. Leanna White. Phoebe White. Avital Wolf. Joshua Yang. Damian Yanchev. Grace Yetter. Caroline Yoon. Brian Youngberg. Adithya Yuvaraj. Evan Uzon.
Please welcome our middle school chorus once again for our closing selection song.
Here we are, tying up the loose ends and saying last goodbyes to all our friends.
Thank you, Ms. Mascara, and to the choir. If you guys did not know, I don't know how many of you are aware, that song is written by our very own middle school music teacher, Mr. Ficaselli. So thank you to Mr. Ficaselli. All of that you see here tonight on the stage, the presentation, all of the pamphlets you have, the seating, everything doesn't just pop up out of we don't order it from a catalog and it shows up. It's actually done by a lot of people here on campus, and I cannot let this ceremony end without acknowledging, please, publicly, two very special people who really worked really hard and put up with me to put this whole thing together. Miss Marissa Davitt and Miss Eileen Kellerman, thank you very much for all that. And a special thank you to our grounds crew, our maintenance crew, to our sound engineers, really to give this community a very beautiful ceremony. And finally, to the promotion, the class of 2023 from Glen Rock Middle School. Congratulations to you. Keep on trucking. Excellent job, everybody. Thank you all. Have a great night.